Hi everyone, I'll start out this video by asking you, do you remember this figure? And if your guess is from the Legacy line, the guess is incorrect. This is not from the Legacy line from Bandai. This is from their Battlizer series, so it predates the Legacy. And this they share the same articulation, I think. They pretty much this was the blueprint for the Legacy line. And this was a short-lived line. It was like one figure per wave or something like that. It was the original Green Ranger and whatever Power Ranger was series was at the time. So I think Bandai was trying to continue milking the MMPR line. So they added the Green Ranger and the White Ranger. And then before I forget, as for scale, this was a scale back then, so yeah, way different. So this is, among one of the reasons why this line didn't take off. The scale was out of the place, and not only that, but look at all the muscles everywhere. So yeah, Bandai of America in the 90s, when I guess comic books and everything got popular, they decided, hey, let's just roll it up the Ranger sub because it's America and everybody needs muscles. But yeah, as you can see, like on his legs, the armor, the uniform is considered armor in this line. And I'll show you something here. So once you start taking off the armor, so let me go over a few little details like the sword. You're able to attach it there. I think this hand, you may need to switch it with the other one, with the holding hand sword. This one here. And switching hands is not the easiest process. It's easy to take them off. So it has this sort of like a, let me see if I can try to zoom in. So there we go. It has, the figure arts sort of like hand connection. And as I mentioned, they pretty much use this again in the Legacy line. Yeah, it's not easy changing it. Switching hands in the video, because I gotta concentrate on getting the video and making sure that the connection goes in. But there we go. So yeah, this hand holds a sword better. It has a diaphragm and waist articulation. But then the key to this line, like I mentioned, is an armor. So once you start taking out everything, it's like they added the season 1 MMPR design as his, I guess, will be his base uniform. And if you remember too, this is a nice little throwback to a prototype that was I think shown in a magazine before, I guess, starting season 2, or when the White Ranger was gonna show up. So one of the theories was that, since this was coming from a different show in Japan, they were really thinking of adding this as his, I guess, base costume in the show as well. But then they decided to pivot back on that. I guess either, Toei wanting them to charge, Saban an additional fee, and typical Saban just being cheap, he just said, just give us that Japanese costume and we'll just, use the footage and edit it with our own story here in America. So yeah, this never became canon in the show. But yeah, it's a nice little throwback to add here. And I think this is what makes this figure unique. That it has, the original season 1 design. So yeah, who knows how serious they were on committing to this on the show. But yeah, it's a nice design. And as I mentioned before, like the difference between this and the legacy line is like, look how over the top the muscles are. Pretty much, I mean, he's roided to the gills. Probably Vince will probably push him to main event WrestleMania or something like that if he were to see the White Ranger walking in his office. So but yeah, I mean, I bought this figure, I think, when it was in the stores, being a fan of the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. So I decided to get it, and I was like, you know what, F it. I think the Red Ranger from season 1 and the White Ranger, and as I mentioned, others Rangers as well for the current series were the ones that shared this mold. And I guess either because of feedback and sales weren't that great, they decided to tone it down for the legacy line. But let me know your thoughts on this figure. Did you remember it? Do you own it? Do you remember owning it? What are your thoughts on Bandai of America when they were adding muscles? But yeah, once again, thank you for watching. Please like and share this video. It will help out the channel. Until next time.